Good evening if you're watching this at 1 second past 8 on a Monday evening just as it's landed on YouTube, or if you're hammered and watching it on a Tuesday night after quizzing, I know you're out there. Welcome to Wakefield, to LightSpeed Quiz, and we're going to kick off with music.
Get in!
Incorporating pop, jazz, classical, radio and musicals.
Tony Warbler to win.
Somebody punch Colin.
Is everybody green?
Yes. Yep.
Good. Okay. Question 1. This singer featured on the Disclosure hit Latch in 2012 is Dave Bell.
Sam Smith.
Is correct for 2 points.
We've arrived.
Correct, Dave.
Question 2. Ranked 19th on VH1's 100 Greatest Women in Music, this singer has been a judge on NBC's The Voice since season 14. She has worldwide sales of 45 million. Dave Bill.
Kelly Clarkson.
Is correct for 2 points.
Correct, Dave.
Singer.
Question 3. This band formed around twin brothers Ben and Scott Addison. One of their more successful single releases was a rather unlikely cover of Motorhead by Motorhead. Dubbing themselves the Fabric Four, what is...
Corduroy.
Corduroy is correct for 2 points.
All right.
Correct, Alex.
Question 4. Turn Back Time was the third UK... Colin.
Aqua.
Aqua is correct for 2 points.
Correct, Colin Duffin.
You go for share, anybody?
Question 5. This opera is based on a novella by Prosper Mérimée. First performed in 18... Lee.
Carmen.
Is correct for 2 points.
Correct, Lee.
Question 6. In the video for this song, the singer of the third verse is shown in close-up, rolling her eyes side to side, looking left and right. She later said she was looking at individuals in the audience, a technique for overcoming her stage fright. Music producer Liam Sternberg wrote the song after seeing people on a ferry walking awkwardly to keep their balance. Is Colin.
Well, like an Egyptian.
Is correct for 2 points.
Correct, Colin Duffin.
Question 7. Some of this album was recorded at Wessex Sound Studios at the same time that the Sex Pistols were recording Nevermind the Bollocks, leading to the two bands interacting. The cover art was by Frank Kelly Frias, an adaptation of a picture he'd originally painted to illustrate a story in Astounding Science Fiction. A Family Guy episode features Stewie being freaked out by the sight of this album cover. That is Colin.
Tales of Topographic Oceans.
Wrong, Colin Duffin.
Is not correct. Steve Lacey.
News of the World.
News of the World by Queen is the correct answer.
Correct, Steve Lacey.
You don't.
Question 8. Recording locations vary, but tend to be an undisclosed pub. However, the final episode of Season 1 took place in the Samrat, an Indian restaurant in Ealing, with a number of special guests. All listeners are welcome, with the exception of anyone called Carl, with a K. The hashtag #BackStronger features prominently in which Radio 5 Live podcast, hosted by Tom Fordyce, Chris Stark, and a rather tall footballer.
Peter Crouch podcast.
That Peter Crouch podcast is correct for 2 points. Question 9.
Peter.
Oh, thank you. Oh, a storm is threatening my very life today is the opening line of which song? It contains probably the most significant contribution by a female vocalist on any of the band's songs, provided by Mary Clayton. Used profusely in movies and documentaries, it is a favourite accompaniment to people running for cover, from napalm or bad weather alike. What is this Rolling Stones song?
Give me shelter.
Gimme Shelter is the correct answer for 2 points.
Correct, Alex.
Question 10. This is the most successful musical in Germany, where it has been performed since 1988 in a purpose-built theatre in Bochum. Although it was choreographed by Arlene Phillips, it was actually the designer, John Napier, who suggested staging the show on roller skates. Colin
Starlight Express.
is the correct answer.
Correct, Colin Duffin.
So at the halfway point, we've got Colin on 5, Alex and Dave on 4, Chris Bean, Lee and Steve Lacey all on 2. Question 11. This artist had 14 UK chart hits in the 60s, 4 of which made the top 10, 1 of which reached number 1. The latter was the third biggest selling single of the 60s and the only one of the top. Chris?
Ken Dodd.
Ken Dodd is the correct answer.
There's a lot of people kind of in that parish though, don't you think? Yeah, long done but well.
Question 12. In 1988, who became the first person to win a Grammy, an Academy Award and a Golden Globe for a song composed and written, as well as performed, entirely by a single artist? Namely, Let the River Run. Steve Kidd?
Carly Simon.
Carly Simon is correct.
Correct, Kid.
From Working Girl. Question 13. The performance royalties for this jazz standard, along with all of its writers' other compositions, go to the American Red Cross. It was the first jazz single to sell 1 million copies and is likely the biggest selling of all time. Dave
Dave Brugger, Set 5.
is the correct answer.
Oh! Brave. I
Correct,
thought.
Dave.
Biggest jazz song ever, she was.
Yeah. I was going earlier.
Question 14. Group name required. While Paul Young sang the opening line of Do They Know It's Christmas, according to Bob Geldof's autobiography, the first to record his line was the lead singer of this group. Chris Bean
Squall.
is not the correct answer.
Wrong, me.
Steve Lacey
Duran Duran.
is not the correct answer.
Wrong, Steve Lacey.
The following year at Live Aid, they performed a 3-song set between Ultravox and Elvis Costello. Those 3 songs were Virgin, no, neither, from their yet-to-be-released album Through the Barricades. Who was first there? Ashton.
Shit, big country. Oh, no, it's not.
Is not the right answer. Dave Bill?
Spandau.
Spandau Ballet is the right answer. Yes, I did anticipate a massive puzzle rest there. I was not wrong. Question 15. From Lowestoft in Suffolk. James. Is not the right answer. Chris.
I was on the darkness as well.
No other offers?
Chris
Ashton.
No, I don't know.
No.
Wrong, Ashton.
Lee?
No.
Wrong, Lee.
Simon?
The East Suffolk Lifeboatman's Choir.
Is the wrong answer.
Simon.
From Lowestoft in East Suffolk, the major works of this composer include Paul Bunyan, Albert Herring, Steve Lacey. Benjamin Britten is the right answer. Sorry, that was very mean of me. And I think that's the only one of those I've done today.
It's a swerve.
That's not a
It's not a
swear.
swerve at all.
Thank you, Dave. It's not.
Question 16. Arizona Diamondbacks infielder Wilmer Flores uses this song as his walk-up music, claiming that the show from which it is taken helped him to learn English. American music magazine Blender had it on their list of 50 worst songs ever, but other publications have it listed as one of the best TV themes. It was co-written by Marta Kaufman and David Bean.
I'll be there for you.
Is correct.
Just
By
tidy
the
up
Rembrandts
Correct B.
So I came ahead.
from
The same
Friends.
woman wrote that. She died last week.
Mm-hmm.
She wrote September 1st, didn't
Nice.
Question 17. Originally released in North America in 1999, this album found international success when distributed worldwide in early 2001. It was the second biggest selling album of the noughties in the UK, behind James Blunt's Back to Bedlam. Dave
Come on over by Shania Twain.
is not the correct answer.
Wrong Dave.
Hey up.
Michael
Play.
is not the correct
Wrong
answer.
Michael.
The lead single, Here With Me, was used as the
Oh,
lead.
Life for Rent.
Is not the correct answer.
Wrong Lee.
Colin.
that's what I was going to say.
No.
Wrong Colin.
Chris.
No Angel by Diamond.
No Angel is the correct answer. You've got the right artist.
Colin, you knew what was happening there as well, didn't you? Brain freeze.
Blah, 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 Stan. Question 18. This network with a single word name is owned by Global Radio. Like many quizzes, their musical philosophy appears to be that nothing after 1989 is worth listening to. Despite my determination to mishear it as something that might be advertising page 3, their slogan is in fact the greatest hits of all time. Alex?
Gold.
Gold is the correct answer.
Correct Alex.
His mum listens to it. Question 19. Talking in my sleep at night, making myself crazy, out of my mind, are the opening lyrics to which song? The chorus goes on to list steps for the singer to follow in order to avoid unnecessary heartache at the hands of her ex-boyfriend, including not answering his calls or opening the door to him. What is this #1 hit for Dua Lipa? Dave?
New rules.
New Rules is correct for 2.
Correct Dave.
Coming into the final question, we have Dave on 9, Alex on 6, Bean on 5, Colin 4.
Reset, please.
Yes. Final question. At the 2019 Olivier Awards, this production won for Best Costume Design and received 5 other nominations, including Best Actress in a Musical for Kelly O'Hara and Best Actor in a Musical for Ken Watanabe. First performed in... Michael?
King and I.
What else was it going to be? Is the right answer.
Correct Michael.
So, final scores there. Dave Bill 9, Alex in second on 6, Chris Bean 5, Colin 4, Steve Lacey 3, Kid 2, Michael 1, Chris 1.